Notoriously. Tombo pieces, Zune person you see, more like preaching what has not been preached before must be reconsidered as one of the biggest artifacts or antecedents from the points at which it is viewed. And the moment it is viewed properly, everybody will begin to understand the very message that we all have been preaching. But it all depends. Victory for victory and no lies interceded. We have come a long way to breach what these men call procedures and what they have been trying to do. You can pay close attention to what Ohamadike said. Oh, calling someone about Ohamadike is now sweeting me. A truth in time, one of the most exposed. Undoubtedly, one of the remarkable knowledge that has been harbored with good sense of humor. And once that is undertaken, everybody will see this one light, one message, each and every one of us have been trying to preach. There is a bridge of reference, and I want you to pay close attention to what Hamadike said. When you are done, we're going to come back to repeat so many things that is already at hand. They ignored us, but now they want to hear from us. And that's our area of concentration, our area of focus.
In Biafra, Africa died, and in Biafra, Africa will rise. Today, there are movements all over Africa to liberate Africa from neocolonialism. Biafra will not be exceptional. In 2011, Biafra became a charter member of the Organization of Emerging African States. And in December 2015, the Organization of the Emerging African States called on the Nigeria government to hold a referendum on Biafra self-determination within 90 days, including the option of the total independence as the Republic of Biafra, a transitional phase of not more than 180 days. My fellow Biafrans, it may surprise a lot of people to know that this actually happened. Nigeria ignored it. In 2016, the Organization for Emerging African States repeated the call for referendum as a sponsor of the All Biafran Conference of Accra, which took place in 2016. My fellow Biafrans, in October of 2020, the Organization of Emerging African States repeated its demand for referendum on Biafra self-determination to the government of Nigeria. All these calls were ruthlessly ignored by the Nigeria state. The Organization for Emerging African States, after deliberation, has endorsed the Biafra Republic Government in Exile self-referendum on Biafra for many, many reasons, and one of those reasons, or some of those reasons, are as follows. Nigeria refused to administer or permit a third party to conduct Biafra referendum. The organization also noted that the African Charter of Human and People's Rights guarantees the right to self-determination of everyone, including Biafra people.
Last week, the Biafran recognized about 4 new pilots, and just in, they have neutralized 2 zoo helicopters that came to deliver foods and weapons to their Fulani Caliphate in Biafran land. 2 of them, 2 helicopters. The zoo is losing and they are crying. The Biafran resistance fighters, breaking news. The Biafran resistance fighters has neutralized many terrorists in Aba and former Imo State, recover many weapons. Biafran resistance fighters. So much has been given out for Simon Ekpa to be brought back. But I keep telling them, how do you want to bring back somebody who intentionally does not have problem with you people? That's waste of resources. It is a waste of resources. But they will never listen. I said, if you get Nigeria with their stubbornness, there's no two ways about it. It's either they learn now or they learn later. But one thing is very sure, that the gimmicks and those who enjoy seeing these very failures will understand a teachable lesson. And one of those lessons are, never for one day prolong the sight of man. I can give it up several times, that every victory was counted, and anyone who is not involved is thrown out for them to feel the necessary prayer to the knowledge they have wasted. And I come to you with this one very good news, that Biafran actualization can no longer be seen as a play of joke, of play of entity, because we now have our pilots who will be monitoring the airs, the sky limits, and everything that is going on. The Biafra resistance fighters has neutralized many terrorists in Aba and former Imo states, recover many weapons. Since the days of Ojukwu, the day Ojukwu announced that Biafra would be a country, we have been fighting a war of resistance. We don't go about entering nations. It is not our thing. We don't do it. It is not our thing. It has never been our thing to go into nations and begin to bombard them. No. We are very much careful with the things we say and the things we do, in order not to attract external words from coming after us. And that's just the truth. Until we learn this and learn it very well, a lot of mistakes will continue to be seen as a nomenclature of what it shouldn't be. Thank you, Simon Ekpa.